welcome each one of you for this, the first maiden BCIC CSR award, which was being initiated by under the aegis of External Affairs Committee headed by Ms. Samira Fernandez and ably supported by Dr. Prashant Reddy. And this is the first made in the 44 years that we are taking the initiative of doing this CSR, the first one. And we have learned many lessons on this and hope we will be improving year on year. And we look for this continuous support. And also, we'd like to thank our president, the office bearers, Mr. K.R. Shekhar, Mr. Dr. L. Ravindran, for supporting us this initiative to take it forward. And also like to acknowledge Mr. Murli has been a backbone for supporting for this initiative or the whatever the initiative that we have taken forward. So let us start the session. Shall I hand it over to Samira to take over, to go forward?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Prithvi. And before we start the session, we would like to recognize, all those who have taken part in the musical karaoke session that we had some time back. So before we officially start with our session, let's have a quick run-up through the presentation. We would like to, I hope you can all see the screen. Sometime back, we had the BCIC singing contest, which was an online edition. We had over 70 participants, and we had to shortlist winners, where we had around 50 winners with us. We go to the next slide, where we talk about the winners of the competition. Well, the names are put up on the screen, and starting with Mr. Kuboki-san, who also is from Japan, and who came up singing in Kannada, which we will hear very, very shortly.
Samira, I have to tell you one thing. Mr. Kuboki has been contributing to India and Bangalore, Karnataka for a long, long time. He's a very senior executive in JETRO. He spent several years in India, and his passion for the Kannada language, the Bangaloreans, the Bangalore food, and the songs is something amazing. Wow. I think all of you can enjoy from what he sings now.
So can I ask you, where is Mr. Kuboki right now?
Right now he's in Tokyo.
He's in Tokyo. So you mean to say today's function is actually going international?
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So my dear members of BCIC and all those who have joined, we are not just, a chamber here in Bangalore. It is Namma Karnataka as well.
And Samira, I'm also very, very overwhelmed by the august presence of our past president, Shri Valliyappa, and another past president, Mr. Thiago Valliyappa. They have been the veterans, the pioneers and pillars of Bangalore Chambers, and their support, their guidance has been commendable, and we have no words to thank. And I think he has been guiding us from time to time. And we are very, very honored with your august presence.
So we're very honored to have you with us here, and thank you for, amidst the situation, making it a point to come and visit the chamber.
He has agreed to be the chief guest for the day's function.
Selflessness is just right, and I think that's a big round of applause. So thank you for that, Mr. Thiago as well, for being with us today. And it only goes to show how we can really be one chamber together. So coming back, we have Mr. Kazumasa Kuboki, who is the main winner. And before we go to hear his songs, also a big round of applause to all the 20 contestants who have sent in their entries. And these entries will be on the BCIC website. It will be on social media and splashed all over for the next year for all of us to see. And let us quickly start by hearing the beautiful number from Mr. Kuboki.
ハニスティデヤコイングニネネなんだバリング前だろうかディンガナナガゲバンダバリングアハイエンタマデラやったね كل قدر يوم من النهار 하겠음만에 아니 스티데야 고인구 そうねゆすしれみんなでありまらえにあらかなさるにるほなれたらまらふまちゃんでやらじゃはきだみんながむがわぬかんだかな仲いびにねせれまでTappiran nappikomme hagesumane anisukide yakoinruふわり肌がまきなちひでまなしなふただりけわらみんなでさひではめやりばれやがみんなでさらふらやりなめこれにるべみなぐんていだらかるぱね난나의 사랑 그게 없네 하겠음만 해 아니 스티데야 고인들 니네네 난다 발린두 마에다 로카딘다 나나가게 반다 발린두 아하옌 까마드라 야다네 콜루구두기 옴메난나 하게수만에 아니스티데야 고인루
To enjoy singing the Kannada number?
Yeah, I'm very much so.
Lovely, lovely. So let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations, and you please expect your special trophy from us all the way from Bangalore to Tokyo very soon. And I think that's another symbolic collaboration that the president has spoken about when it comes to expanding the network of BCIC and crossing international boundaries.
Kubaki-san, I am looking forward to opening our office in Japan with your big support.
Yes, I'll be happy if I can extend my necessary cooperation help to expand your activity internationally, especially in Japan.
Thank you. Thank you. You are our brand ambassador. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So with this, we come to an end of the musical, session that we had, our debut initiative for the members, by the members, and with the intention to bring BCIC as one family together. I will now request our Secretary General Designate to commence the official ceremony of the CSR Impact Awards 2020. Over to you, Mr. Prithvi.
Thanks, Samira, for this song. So now may I request our President, Mr. T.R. Parshuram, to kindly welcome the gathering and address, and also talk about the initiative that we have taken on the first Maiden CSR Award for the BCSC.
So very good morning to all of you. Namaskar. I warm welcome to the past presidents, management committee members, chairs, co-chairs, and members of BCIC, and dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. I also extend a very hearty welcome to the jury members, award winners, and participants. Thank you for making this event a grand success. You're all aware that BCIC is very active in CSR activities. While individually, many of our members have undertaken many CSR activities in their companies, industries, and services, BCIC has also taken initiatives in this direction by organizing many events for the benefit of needy people. This is our maiden CSR Impact Awards 2020 organized by the Chamber. The bigger purpose was to get the networking and make all the members work on a common direction for a common purpose. The term CSR is referred to as corporate initiative to access and take responsibility for companies' effects on the environment and impact on social welfare. The term generally applies to companies' efforts that go beyond what may be required by the regulators and environmental protection groups. As mentioned by the UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, CSR is generally understood as being the way through which a company achieves a balance of economic, environmental, and social imperatives. We call the triple bottom line approach, while at the same time addressing the expectations of the shareholders and stakeholders. The prime objective of conducting the CSR Awards event is to acknowledge, motivate, energize, and incentivize the corporate members for the contribution towards social and environmental goals, and look at the CSR mandate as an opportunity to move towards strategic philanthropy rather than an onerous compliance, with the support from the civil society and the government to make difference to the lives of the people in the state. I would like to state, creating a strong business and building better world are not conflicting goals. They are both essential ingredients for long-term success. We are lucky to have a rich and varied panel with rich experience from diversified fields, bringing together valuable experience and insights from a broad-based cultural section of stakeholders and cross-holders. So I'm pleased that the panel include policymakers, businesses, academicians, think tanks, and other key civil society players. This rich forum reflects the importance of corporate social responsibility for all of us. The Government of India has notified the Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013, along with the company's CSR policy rules in 2014, which makes it mandatory for certain companies to fulfill the criteria to comply with the provisions related to CSR. The state government has also taken many CSR initiatives and partnered in the CSR events. Both government and business need to work together for the success of CSR. Let us make CSR a part of companies and government's DNA. I'm happy to announce that we have received the overwhelming response. In fact, I'm told the number crossed 100, but I'm very sorry we had received 72 from 60 companies. The idea of CSR Awards was to find a way to involve more members in the CSR practices by sharing experiences between companies, and at the same time to highlight good CSR examples within our network. Having nominations and an award is a way to do it. It was very difficult for our jury to decide the winners. We had a very, very tough time. According to us, all our winners, therefore, it was a very wonderful journey. So I wish that these initiatives continue with your big support and guidance in the years to come. I would like to appreciate the support extended by the sponsors, partners, and all who have made these awards possible in a very short time. Also, I thank the jury team, Dr. Lakshmi Jagannathan, Derby Foundation CEO, Mr. G. Venkatakuppaswamy, the key general manager of Lloyd's Register, Mr. Rudra Shankar Roy, philanthropist, and my colleagues, Vice President Mr. Shekhar, Senior Vice President Mr. Shekhar, and Dr. Ravindran, our Vice President, our External Affairs Committee Chairperson, Mrs. Samira Fernandez, Co-Chair Dr. Prashant Reddy, Mr. Murali, the Vice President of Toyota Shushu, and the advisor to Bangalore Chambers and Secretariat, Prithvi and team, for their wonderful initiative. in a very, very short time. I think I was exactly 10 days back, the number was 10. Today it has crossed 100. And that shows the kind of commitment, passion, and the energy levels of our team. I really congratulate Samira for these wonderful initiatives. I think the way to go.
Thank you.
This talks about the kind of passion and the keen interest members have on and the faith of members on BCAC. Thank you very much. Once again, at Bangalore Chambers, we are looking at great initiatives this year. We are looking at making an office in Japan and international businesses, promoting the trade and commerce in the state of Karnataka. We have named our theme as Namma Karnataka, the gateway to the future India. And we are also coming out with active, innovative, and leadership forums in the next year, early part. We are also setting up an excellence academy for skills. Very shortly, we are working. We are partnering, and we are looking at several avenues to grow the chambers from time to time. And this year, in spite of the COVID crisis, we had record-breaking seminars, webinars going online every day, creating value for our members. And I am really thankful to all of you. This could not have been possible without your continued support, guidance, and enthusiasm. I am thankful to all of you once again, and I hope this event today will be a grand success, and I hope you enjoy this event. Thank you very much. God bless. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, President, for your wonderful address to the members and covered all the points that the chamber has been doing actively. May I now request our Senior Vice President, Mr. K.R. Shekhar, to kindly share your thoughts. So over to you, Mr. Shekhar, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody. First, I apologize for not being physically present there due to some other preoccupations. I'm sorry about it. First, I should commend Samira and Mr. Prashant Reddy for putting up this spectacular show of CSR awards. In fact, we have been thinking for last 3 years to come out to the CSR awards, but this year, what's coming out, what is being done is extraordinary achievement, and around 80 companies participating in the CSR awards by no means is a lesser achievement. It's a great achievement by the team. I really commend the team for doing this before I start even addressing on any topics. Thank Mr. Samira and thanking Mr. Prashant Reddy for doing this spectacular job. And I sincerely believe in the next 3 to 5 years, this 80 will become 800, and then we'll have many more laurels in the CSR awards in the CSR space. Definitely, from a chamber perspective, I continue to support this sort of initiatives because this sort of awards given by the chamber recognizes the contribution of the companies to their society, and let's continue to do that. That's my commitment to Samira and to the team on behalf of the chamber. I am thankful to all the former presidents for supporting this initiative. I'm very gratefully elated to see Mr. Thiagu and Mr. Valliyappa were the doyens of this chamber. And I'm particularly elated by Mr. Valliyappa because he's one of my great supporters in the chamber for last 10. When I mean supporter, he encourages me, he motivated me to the greatest extent in the last 10 years, ever since I became a chairman of the director committee. He is one of the greatest supporters of all the young people. So in that way, I would always consider him not just a corporate, not just a businessman, but a visionary, a true visionary in grooming up and building up the talent for the chamber. So I really, I bow my head before Mr. Valliyappa for grooming many people like us in the chamber. Thank you so much, sir, for what you have done to, I still call myself as an young guy, I'm 55, but grooming the people like in the chamber, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Valliyappa. I truly bow my head. I also thank Thiagu, who has been a great supporter in the BCSC on various matters. I should really thank Mr. Thiagu for that. As Mr. Parasuraman was mentioning, CSR is the most critical component of activities. Earlier, it was being a more unorganized way. Now, most of the companies are doing the corporate CSR through because of Statute Amendment to the Companies Act. But one of the important things that has come up is that the CSR committee, if you go that, almost around in the last between 2013 to 2018, the committee gave a report giving a statistics almost around 80,000 to 120,000 crores of CSR funds were not utilized by the companies. And the two reasons that came out from various companies for non-utilization of CSR funds is that absence of the good projects and absence of a credible organization to support the CSR. And that was what came out in the committee. And that's the reason later on there's an amendment to the Companies Act by which the companies who have not contributed to the CSR will have to put funds to the ground. Am I audible? Am I audible to me? Shall I go ahead? Yeah. Okay. So the companies made an amendment that will have to
organized to take you through the process.
Shekhar sir, we are lost now. Not able to hear you.
I'm not spoken because there's a lot of disturbance and I'm not speaking. That's why I just kept for a second. I could see a lot of disturbance. Shall I go ahead?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
So that's the reason where the amendment has come. My request to the CSR committee is that we should be a catalyst for encouraging more CSR spent by the companies, because one of the important bottlenecks faced by the companies is a lack of credible organization. I would like BCSC to fill up that space of creating being a bridge between the companies and the needy people from the funds for the CSR. I would like Samira and Prashant Reddy to look at that aspect in the next 2 years as to how BCSC can be a bridge and prepare some sort of a thought paper. And if required, we can go and talk to the government and get the thought paper also get implemented. So my request to Samira and to the committee is to see how you can do that, act as a bridge, come out with a thought paper, and let's go towards and achieve that. And as Parasuraman was mentioning, we have multiple awards, startup awards, now CSR awards. The next awards we are looking in January and February is what we call the Women Entrepreneur of the Awards, the Women Leadership Awards. That the Women and HR Committee is working on that. Very soon we'll be having a ground framework for that. Again, BCS will be at the forefront to encourage, motivate the women leaders and the women entrepreneurs of the company. And the last but not the least, we have been doing a lot of programs on Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. On 21st of this month, that is next Monday evening, between 5:30 to 6:30, we have Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is addressing the members of BCSC. It's exclusively a BCSC program. It is not any association or any other chamber of commerce. So therefore, I request all the members present and all the management committee former presidents to be actively participate. It's a 1-hour program, and your participation in that program will be of great help, as we need to voice the views of the members and the industry to Nirmala Sitharaman. Again, I thank Samira and Prashant Reddy for leading this show and taking the spectacular show. On behalf of BCSC, I also thank all the jury members who have taken the time in participating in it. And finally, I thank Tiago for sponsoring this, and once again, my a great appreciation. I would not call an appreciation, a great thanks. I do not know what I could call thanks an understatement, but certainly I would not mind in repeating it. Bow my head before Mr. Valliyappa for grooming up the BCSC, grooming up the talent, and being a supporter of all the presidents, all the young talent like I'm virtually I'm bowing my head. Physically, I can't do that. Virtually, I'm bowing my head before you, Mr. Valliyappa, for taking this. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Over to you.
Thanks, Shekhar, for this wonderful remarks that you have shared to us, and a huge task you are assigned to the chamber now, which we are there to support you, sir, to make your one of the dreams or assignments that you need to fulfill. May I now request Ms. Samira Fernandez, the chair of the External Affairs Committee, to take over this, talk about how the entries have been received, and what was the objective behind this initiative, and how the partner things happen. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So may I request the team at BCIC to put the slides on, before moving to me, we would just like to commend Dr. Ravindran, who we are really missing today. Unfortunately, he is not feeling too well, but he has been a backbone and a mentor for us at the awards, guiding us through the process. As Vice President of BCIC, he has played a big role in spending a lot of time with us, helping us out at each and every step of the way. So, Dr. Ravindran, we do miss you today, but thank you for being with us in this busy schedule. Thank you. So let's go back to the initial slide. Once again, thank you so much for all of you being with us here at the awards. We would like to talk about the sponsors who have been with us. So our platinum sponsor on board, as we all know, is the Sona Group and Institutions, headed by Mr. Valiappa and his family. It is a great bond of family succession and looking at a family business and working together, and also being an epitome and pillars of the business community, not just in Bangalore, but I think across Karnataka and to other places across the state and in India as well. So sincere thanks from all of us at Team BCIC for supporting us and holding our hand in this initiative, sir. We would also like to specially acknowledge Toyota Industries Engine India Limited, who is our co-sponsor, headed by our president, Mr. T.R. Parasuraman, who has been the backbone and to ensure that this initiative is a success for us. Thank you for not just being that strength and support, but for felicitating and ensuring that it achieves succession. So thank you for that. We also would like to, acknowledge Fundamax, who is our co-sponsor for this initiative, headed by our co-chair, Dr. Prashant Reddy, who had come on board. So when we announced this initiative, I should tell you, he was the first one to jump on the wagon and say, let's go ahead and support this initiative. A round of applause to Fragoman by Mr. Gaurav Shah, who is the founder, who has taken this forward. St. Francis College, the 20 students who have been thought leaders in promoting the event, and Ecosol as the knowledge partner. We now move on to the next category, which is announcing the different categories of the awards in a random order. We started with the Visionary of the Year, Best Healthcare Campaign, Best Education Initiative, Best Environment Sustainability Campaign, Best Rural Development and Infrastructure Initiative, Best Women Empowerment Campaign, CSR Project of the Year, CSR Foundation of the Year, Best Employee Volunteering Initiative, Special Category Old Age, Specially Abled and others. And our co-chair, Dr. Prashant Reddy, will take you through the rest.
Company with the best CSR impact, CSR Implementing Agency of the Year, Best Skill Development Initiative, Water Sanitization and Hygiene Campaign, Best Inclusive Development Campaign, Best Exemplary Innovation Campaign, Special Category of Fight Against COVID-19, Promoting Sustainability in the Food and Beverage Industry, Best HR Initiative, and Best Social Responsible Initiative. These were the categories. Over to you, Samira.
Yeah, we would now like to announce the winners of these initiatives.
The first category is Best Education Initiative.
Keep it. Yeah, you got it. This is not the music.
We start with the Best Education Initiative. The Best Education Initiative.
Transystem Logistics International Private Limited, RV College of Engineering, Tala Education, Sansera Engineering Limited, Guided Interns, Thiagarajar Polytechnic College, Bethany Institutions, Sona College of Technology, Indus Business Academy, St. Francis College, Tata Hitachi Construction Machinery Company Private Limited, and Elliott Ibarra Tubro Machinery India Private Limited. Congratulations to the winners.
Moving to the next category of Best Employee Volunteering Initiative.
Conrad Bengaluru and Volvo Group India Private Limited.
Congratulations to the winners. Category is Best Environment Sustainability Campaign.
We have Asian Automotive Haryana Private Limited, Waste Management Committee, Toyota Kirloskar Auto Parts Private Limited, Ingo Electric, Ramnashri Group of Hotels and Resorts, Toyota Industries Private Limited, Toyota South India Private Limited, and Volvo Group India Private Limited.
Congratulations to the winners. Moving now to the next category of Best Healthcare Campaign.
Toyota Gosai South India Private Limited, Version 2 Healthcare India Private Limited, Roma's House of Herbs, St. Joseph's Nursing College, Sona Star Innovation Private Limited, and Sona Ayush Multi-Speciality Center.
Congratulations to the winners in this category.
Private Limited.
Congratulations to the winners. Next category of
And Science, Fragomen in Immigration Services Private Limited, and Sri Impex.
Congratulations to the winners. Next category is Best Skill Development Initiative.
Nominees are Grasim Industries Limited, J. Brown India, Bosch Limited, Conrad Bengaluru, and TVS Motors.
Congratulations to the winners. Next category of Best Socially Responsible Initiative.
Multiversal Advisory, Tata Hitachi Construction Machinery Company Limited, India, International School of Management Excellence, LKQ India Private Limited, Sona Medical College of Naturopathy and Yoga, Transystem Logistics International Private Limited, Toyota Logistics Kishore India Private Limited, Toyota Gosai South India Private Limited, and Praxair India Private Limited.
Congratulations. The next category is Best Women Empowerment Campaign.
We have nominees such as FICO, Fair Isaac India, IBM, ANZ, FICO, Toyota Logistics Kishore India Private Limited, Dream India Network, Praxair, Sona Medical College of Naturopathy and Yoga.
Congratulations to the winner. Next category is Company with Best.
Nominees include Toyota Kirloskar Motors Private Limited, Sevens Entertainment Private Limited, Gale India Limited, Icosol Global Private Limited, ITC Limited, Brigade Group, Thiagarajar Polytechnic College, and Trip Villas.
Congratulations. Next category is here.
It goes to none other than the Bidadi Industries Association.
Congratulations. Next category is CSR Project of the Year.
Nominees include Tata Steel Service India Private Limited, Bascart, Ramnashri Group of Hotels and Resorts, and Emirates Airlines.
Congratulations to the winners. The next category is Promoting Sustainability in the Food and Beverage Industry.
Nominees include AVSD Group, Manjushri Technopack Limited, Sri Mahasala Distributors, Ramnashri Group of Hotels and Resorts, Grammar Pure Bengaluru, The Little Group, and Rosetta by Ferns.
Congratulations to the winners. The next category is special category, old age, specially abled and others.
Nominees include Praxair India Private Limited, Dream India Network, and Rotary Club of Bangalore Orchards.
Congratulations to the winners. Next category is water, sanitization and hygiene campaign.
Nominees include Transystem Logistics International Private Limited, Toyota Industries Engine India Private Limited, and we have Aditya Vani as well.
Congratulations to the winners. Next category is visionary leader.
We have with us Mr. Devesh Agarwal from Jason's Technologies Private Limited, Mr. Valyappa from VSCP, Mr. Sadakshari from Ramnashri Comforts, who have nominated for this award.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and we would like to say on the special occasion, we would like to award a Leader of the Year award to none other than Mr. C. Valyappa, Chairman of the Sona Valyappa Group of Companies. Let's all give him a standing ovation on this occasion.
Thank you, sir.
Service.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. May we request a few words from the visionary himself.
You also mentioned about your institutions and the kind of activity.
Mr. Parasuraman and other friends, jury and past President Thiagu and vice presidents, all others. Thank you very much. I'm here and I never expected, when Parasuraman called me, I never expected that they are going to announce that I'm getting an award. Anyway, it's unexpected. So I really take it. And I was also counting when I was the president. It is actually 25th year. Anyway, now we are talking about CSR. I would like to, as a educationalist, we are running Sona College of Sona Group of Institutions for last 63 years. And recently also we got mentor awards from AICTE, CAI award in India. Only 2 colleges got a mentor award. One is Tyagarajar Polytechnic and another is Sona College of Technology. So here I would like to mention few points about, can I take 2-3 minutes?
Please, please. Take.
We should appreciate the government of India has announced more than 25 lakhs crores for different industries and other things. But 40 crore students are involved in the education. Not a single pie they have allocated for education. Either they are not helping the education institutions or they are not helping the students. I am telling, today all the students are online. and they need a good tablet or iPad or a good smartphone. Many of them are not having it. They are finding it very difficult. And no bank is advancing any money for buying all these things. And again, our to pay the fees also the parents are not able to do. So I request that the bank should come to give loans to the students, and from the CSR funds we have been asking to give the companies to give some iPad and smartphones, and I'm happy that one of my old students have donated few laptops. Here, Shekhar was mentioning about 1 lakh crore of CSR funds are available from the companies. So I request Mr. Parasuraman and BCIC to take it up with the companies. Wherever they are, they can donate even the used telephones and laptops like that they can give. It will go a long way because it's going to be there for some more period also. And again, about the skilling, the government of India is having a good idea, but the implementation is very poor. They are not giving the schedule properly. They give one schedule for 4 or 5 courses, then they wait for another 8 months. Staffs are kept idle. So and getting money from them also very difficult. And there are so many other things I don't want to elaborate here. So it needs a lot of refinement in the skill development boards also. Then about at this event, we were with the government for many things, and one day I got a call from the minister that he wanted thermal scanner immediately, 1 dozen. So we inquired. The price they quoted was 10,000 rupees plus. Today it is available at 900 rupees or 800 rupees. So this type of profiteering should not be there with the traders. So that attitude also we should see that it is not with our people. So I don't want to take much time, but I'm really honored to get this award. And I think these awards, because of the hard work of my staff and the education institutions and other industries and my family, Yagu and Chokko. And I dedicate this award to them. And I am really happy that Parasuraman and his team has honored our family. Thank you very much.
Jagu would like to say something.
Yeah.
Say this in the place of Rajaji.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. President TRP, my friend, and Shekhar, and all others. It's a great honor for us today, and I must thank BCSE having recognizing a third-tier city like Salem, which is doing wonders in the area of connectivity in the Industry Connect. But then also the fact that this has been taken to the next level. I'm sure in time to come, this would become a lot more stronger in presence. And if you're given 10 more days, you would have achieved your target of 800 numbers maybe this year itself, because every day you are getting almost about 20, 30 entries. So on the fact that our group has been existing for a very long time now, one of the very few group of educationists during independence, of course, you would have heard of Christian institutions being there for 100 years and other things. But then the institution of a repute, which has been for 63, 65 years, started off way back in the 1950s and started off at the Rajaji's house. Those of you who do not know Rajaji is a great personality from Tamil Nadu. And just initial thing that we are, re-looking at ourselves, because 60 years is, completing is like Sandhi, they say in Tamil, and Shashtiyapta Purti. So just want to bring out two very important aspects of our group. One is where our great Mahatma Gandhi changed the way he looked. He was actually dressed in a Saurashtrian outfit, and it happened in my great-grandfather's house in Madurai at 60 West Masi Street, where he changed the way he dressed. And this is something that we will be repositioning this. And those of you are probably the past presidents would know, way back in the 1983-84, there was a company called Texas Instruments, which came into Bangalore and wanted to set their office. And it was the Rajiv Gandhi, Sam Pretola days. And that was a Mangaram building, if old Bangaloreans will know, which had just collapsed. And this kind of brought in a lot of regulations, the Bangalore Development Authority. And that time, my father, Chairman Valiappa, went into a kind of a situation where he wanted to over-engineer a building. So he went into IASC and got in, experts from civil engineering department and created a building without knowing where it is going to go. It was over-engineered, and that time Texas Instruments came and they said, "This is the perfect building for us."
Beamless building.
Beamless building. And that time, the VSNL was born in our building. So 1983-84, VSNL. And there's something called the TCP/IP days, where companies can only get the TCP/IP and then work from VSNL. And so in 1997, our chairman started the first incubator space, the plug-and-play facility, which is so well known today. This was when he took over this, complete facility from Texas Instruments and built in a plug-and-play facility for a company called Verifone, which got taken over by AT&T. So these are all historic things. We are rebranding ourselves now and trying to create a position where younger generations can connect and take history and make it a future. And I'm glad that this kind of recognition and awards are being, given to recognized people, and the chamber certainly would grow in this space. And I think the BCIC, when you mentioned going international, maybe Bangalore Chamber of Industries and Commerce can be Business Chamber of Industries and Commerce. So it'll have a global look as well. So congratulations and thank you for all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Many thanks to Mr. Thiagu and to Mr. Valiappa as well for being with us here and showing us how the business community needs to take great strides and move forward, right from textiles to plantation to warehousing, IT companies, educational institutions, logistics and multinational companies. I think this has been a very diverse spread of your operations, and I think it is a great step that you all are here to hold hands of others who are coming up the ladder and joining together. So thank you for the selfless spirit that you have, which has also been passed down to your generations to come. And thank you for being a very supportive family to the chamber. Once again, a warm round of applause. Before we continue with the jury, who we have a very eminent jury with us today, but we've got a very quick call from, and we have with us Mr. Ramesh Saligrama, who's the head strategy for Bosch. Mr. Ramesh, are you online?
Yes, I am there.
Thank you for having for your presence. I know it's a very busy day for you, but just a quick question. With the CSR Impact Awards, your company has taken great strides ahead in these troubled times. Can you share with us what is your secret to success and what keeps Bosch moving forward?
Okay, just in short, thanks for this opportunity and thanks BCIC for recognizing Bosch. Just to give you, it goes back to our founder. As you all know that it is over 125 years. It's there in the DNA. Bosch gives 92% of its earnings towards the social cause. So this is how it has come, and whatever that we do is towards the environment and society. And Bosch in India is now will be completing 100 years in 2022, and the manufacturing has started 60 years ago, and it has created its space in the society, not just as a technology and innovation pioneer, but also as a company that cares. So our program is under 4 key visions. One is on V-Skill. That's mainly on the vocational training, bridge program, and ITI partnership. Next comes We Care. It's mainly orienting towards young children health hygiene programs. And then third one is on We Share. So it's mainly oriented towards the environment care, check dams, I think one such lake renovation you can see in Bidadi. And the last one is that we empower. It's mainly working towards for girls and ladies, where under Primavera we are working. So this is in short to say, this is the motivation and inspiration for us is our program.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh, for sharing insights, and a warm round of applause for being with us today. We now move over to Dr. Devrajan, Senior Vice President, Advanced Manufacturing, TVS Motors. Dr. Devrajan, are you online? Dr. Devrajan?
It's not there.
Not there. So before we move forward, let's go to Mr. Indu Shekhar, Head of Strategy for Volvo Group.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for coming online again. Volvo and CSR is very synonymous. Can you tell us what are your plans at Volvo as of now?
Yeah, good morning and thank you, Mrs. Samira. And extremely happy to be part of this BCIC CSR Impact ceremony that's going on. And let me just say that from Volvo Group India, I think the CSR under the leadership of Mr. Kamal Bali and actually driven by my colleague, Mr. G.V. Rao. I'm also part of the CSR team at Group India. So it all boils down to being very inclusive approach, both at the management team and also with the community that we drive these engagements. So let me say a few of those are, let's say, community engagement and development, very, very specifically to the Elechena Halli near Hoskote. That's where our truck and bus plants are. Then, of course, care for environment, road safety and innovation, support to natural calamities, pandemics, education and connect with academia, and more importantly, the joy of giving. So I would say, in Volvo Group India, the CSR is something that is a very natural way with all the colleagues being part of this entire engagement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Indu Shekhar, for your input and sharing your best practice. We will quickly move on to our last question to Mr. Augustus Azaria, who is the HR leader of IBM. Augustus, are you online?
Oh, yes, Samira, good morning. Thank you.
The role of people in the business community is important, and that is what you all have been, looking at. Can you tell us how does IBM take it forward?
Okay, Samira, firstly, congratulations to all the winners, and thank you very much to you, as well as Dr. Prashant, who's the co-chair, for making an impact in society by initiating these CSR awards. And I also have my head of CSR for IBM alongside me. And I think it would be more appropriate that I hand this over to Manoj Balachandar, who leads our CSR initiatives, for him to say a few words and answer your question. Thank you, Manoj.
So thank you so much, Augie. So very good morning to everyone, and a hearty congratulations to all the winners again. So IBM is a 109-year-old organization, and right from the beginning, from the word go, we have had an amazing focus around community giving, and globally as well as in India, this has happened right from the time we have had a presence in India. In our CSR approach, we have been focusing around education and scaling. We have some of our major initiatives, in fact, some of the largest initiatives which we have anywhere in the world, a program called STEM for Girls. Now, this is a program where we target a grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10 girls in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. The aim is to reach out to over 200,000 girls and 100,000 boys over a 3-year engagement and inspire them into the world of STEM. Primarily because of the fact that the jobs of the future, 80% of the jobs of the future will have an element of STEM involved in it. So we are preparing them for the jobs of tomorrow. That is one of our major initiatives which we have. Along with
Thank-
that, we also have
Thank
a
you,
lot of
Mr. Manoj.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much.
you, Mr.
Thank you so
Manoj.
much. Really
And
appreciate
it's really great of you to
correct.
share your initiatives with us. Due to shortage of time, we would like to quickly felicitate our visionary of the year. We have once again with us Mr. Valiappa here, and who has been a key contributor to the world of business. May we request our president, Mr. T.R. Parasuraman, to kindly do the honors.
Sir, inga undu. That is better. Come here.
The badge,
Okay.
This is a great award.
Congratulations.
You also come, sir. Hello, Vika.
Add more color to it.
Hello, Prashant.
Olivia, come. Shan, come quickly.
Come there, Krishna.
Please.
Please.
Yes.
Raghu, you also.
Nandakumar, Jyoti, we'll take one photo, come. We'll take one.
So congratulations once again for all the commendable work that you have done for BCIC and the team.
Hope I will continue to do
No,
it.
I should see that institution he has built.
Wow.
I think it's a great source of inspiration.
Wonderful. Once again.
We should have the Bangalore Chambers Executive Committee meeting.
Sure. And if you want room, the 10th floor, the highest,
We are honored. So you should see that actually it's a great inspiration.
Wonderful.
I think the kind of missionaries he has set up and the kind of infrastructure and the
Makes it-
students' enthusiasm. In fact, he has opened a Japanese school.
Oh.
3 full-fledged Japanese are teaching Japanese language. I am very shocked.
More than 350 people have got placed in different various Japanese countries.
And the creativity and innovation of Thiago and Chukka Valiappa and under the guidance of Mr. Valiappa is something amazing.
Really.
So you should see that place. I think his visionary, his kind of future plans and how he is motivating students.
I call it Tirupati Bhumi. Tirupati Balaji has come 4 times and got married there. Never anywhere in India. 4 times the same place.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
This year, Tirupati came in the morning, governor came in the evening and spent 1 hour for the marriage. Balaji marriage.
Very nice.
And just a thing that we are calling this, one of the things that I would like to tell the chamber here, we have, as I think TRP has come a few times, we've seen our institutions have world-class infrastructure which is used only 18% of the time. The remaining 80% or more, industries can come forward and start up as a technology supermarket, because we have PhDs and facilities and real estate available. So the startups can actually benefit a lot. Instead of setting up the whole system again, they could just work from.
I think we should share it with Manas.
Yes.
Manas and team should visit.
Yeah, we will also be
We will
releasing
initiate
the
an, visit to
CSR
it.
publication, and we will
I
highlight
think we should
this.
have one of the meetings there.
Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Seriously, I'm telling you.
No, then the members will understand because many people may not be aware of it. We are very proud that our member institution has achieved such excellence.
Yeah. So many thanks, Mr. President, for being with us today. As long, please have a seat.
I
As
have
we
to
continue.
apologize. I have to get into a CII meeting actually. I'm in the round table panel
Okay.
of this human resource, CII Kerala. So the meeting already started at 11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can I,
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
with your permission? Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, please have a good look at our office.
Sure,
We need your continued support
I
and
will
guidance.
come,
And he has given a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
He is always our think tank actually. Anything we talk to Thiago, he comes out with brilliant ideas. You know, the young mind is able to come out with many, many ideas.
Sure. Train him also.
He is training us.
So thank you, Mr. President, for
Thank
being
you.
with us. Please do have a seat as we continue to one of the most important areas of today's highlight is the special dignitaries we have with us. We also have Mr. A. Murli, who is the Vice President of Toyota Shusho India Private Limited and the advisor to the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Mr. Murli has been a key force to reckon with in ensuring we get the right judges on board and helping support the awards function. Over to you, Mr. Murli.
Good morning, Samira. Thanks very much. I deem it a privilege. I take this opportunity to introduce our jury members, eminent jury members for this particular award ceremony. Dr. Lakshmi Jagannathan. Dr. Lakshmi Jagannathan is the CEO of Derby Foundation, a technology business incubator hosted by the Dayanand Sagar Institutions, Bangalore. A startup evangelist and a believer in entrepreneurship. Her strengths are strategy and design of incubation activities. Dr. Rudra Shankar Roy, General Manager, Thought Leader, Industrial Products and Supply Chain SME from IBM CSE. He is also an eminent philanthropist. He is widely known as an IBS Global SME for process consulting, supply chain and operations and metal and mining industry. He has over 22 plus years of industry experience and has led about 300 plus high-profile consulting and transformation engagement globally and applied supply chain management, operations strategy, etc. for IBM. Is part of the patent team for 100% HM operation in Konar and published white paper on many topics of eminence. He's born in Calcutta, ex-Bavarian, a renowned steel technologist and metallurgist by engineering degree from IIEST College in Calcutta. So I also like to introduce Dr. J. Swami. He's General Manager, Key Accounts from Lloyd's Register Quality Assurance Limited. He has been working in the field of quality since 28 years. Before joining Lloyd's Register, he was working with the TVS Group company, a set of quality, joined Lloyd's Register during 1999, and he has been evaluating all management system certifications, QMS, EMS, OHS, IATF, food safety, energy and sustainability, and he has handled audits of companies like Toyota, Garen Motion, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Sandvik, SKF, Camco, Lodestar, Aditya Birla, L&T, to name a few. Academically, he is qualified a postgraduate MTech in metallurgy, MSc and MBA, and a postgraduate diploma in quality management. I thank each of the jury members who have helped us in screening through all the proposals that have come to us and helping us out in identifying the right candidates for the awards. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we have with us Mr. Rudra on screen. I would like Rudra to speak a few words. Thank you. Rudra, over to you.
Am I audible? A very good morning and a happy Friday to everyone. Am I audible now, Mr. Murli?
Yes, Rudra. Yes, Rudra. Audible, quick one.
Okay, just a quick one, and it is I'm truly honored and privileged to be part of this eminent jury. And it was I would say this is the best initiative that BCIC has taken forward from this year. And thanks to the president and all the dignitaries, those who are on the event today. I would just want to coin a little things. So CSR, what I see, and being a philanthropist, I've been into the time during the pandemic COVID situation and on the road when others were having lockdown in their houses. So we were the one who was serving almost 6.5 lakhs families in Bangalore during the COVID pandemic time. So I would say the CSR is not a particular program. It has to be done every day. So where you can maximize the positive impact and have a minimize the negative impact, right? So that's how I feel the CSR should be coined as. And the quick one I just wanted to mention, because I have seen a lot of the stalwarts from the business house are here in this event. And I also see Mr. Kubokui from the Japan, he has joined. So just wanted to mention a quick one. The business cannot be successful when the society around us is getting failed, whether it is a pandemic situation or any challenges. So the CSR has to be played as an inherent part of the society so that the business can be successful. And BCIC is taking a step ahead to make it successful for all the business because they are acknowledging the CSR award in 2020. So yes, every business has a challenge and they are ensuring that the communications are playing on, and they are recognizing in every drives that they are having in terms of the sustainability or the any kind of philanthropic work that they are doing for the society. So I would say society is first to make your business successful, and BCIC is pioneering that in Bangalore and Namma, Karnataka. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rudra. I now hand over the proceedings to Samira Fernandez.
Yes. We also have, our esteemed judges who have sent in their recordings to us. It's really nice, first of all, that Dr. Lakshmi as well as Dr. Venkat have taken time off, to share their recordings, and we will play them now.
Hello everyone, I'm Lakshmi Jagannathan, CEO of Derby Foundation. It's a technology business incubator hosted by the Dayanand Sagar Group of Institutions. Being the incubation and the startup ecosystem for quite some time now, I've realized the very important role that corporate social responsibility plays in today's society. With this COVID pandemic, I think all humanity has realized that we are all one. We all survive together and live together. In this background, I think the role of corporates in enabling corporate social responsibility activities in the society has become very predominant. Now, BCIC has taken this important initiative of recognizing corporates who've contributed their corporate social responsibility activities in supporting key activities in the society is a very laudable objective. I was a part of the jury in recognizing and appreciating some of the work that the corporates are doing as a part of the CSR activities cutting across various domains, be it education, healthcare, livelihood, skill development, and so on. I think I enjoyed being a part of the jury. It's a great initiative by BCIC, and they should do this here in recognizing corporates who are doing a good job and take this forward. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it as a great privilege to have been participated alongside of Bangalore Chamber of Commerce and Industries for nominating the Best CSR Impact Award for the nominations what they have received. Prior to evaluation, I interacted with the senior team members like Ms. Samira, Mr. Murali, and Mr. Ravindra. And what I could learn from them being their intent is to encourage the leaders in and around the state to develop and nurture them in such a way that they will contribute to the environment, society, and to the economy also. So in that bargain, when I reviewed the papers, I could see even a small timers and new startups have contributed their might to the society and for the social cause also. Though it has been since last few years or so, the Indian government has brought out a regulatory requirement that an organization which contributes or which earns a profit of 5 crores and above have to give or have to allocate a certain amount of money for CSR. But in this case, the organizations would not have been making even a few crores also, which I could see, but they have contributed more. Though it is a debut attempt of BCIC, I'm very sure, and I wish them good luck also, they will create many responsible corporate citizens around the state, and I wish them good luck, though it's being a debut, and I wish that in few more years to come, they would soon see that many people, many startups, many young entrepreneurs contributing rich to the society and to the economy also. I wish them good luck. Thank you.
the jury members, Dr. Venkat, Mr. Rudra Roy, and yourself to be with us on this debut CSR Awards. I would now like to hand it over to my co-chair, Dr. Prashant Reddy, to deliver the vote of thanks, followed by the national anthem.
Thank you, Samira. Firstly, big thank you for all the nomination and congratulations to the winners for doing this honorable service to society through CSR. Special thanks to our eminent jury, grateful to our sponsors, Sona, Fundamax, Toyota Industries Engine, India, Frogman, Ecosol, and St. Francis. Thanks to President Parsuraman, Senior VP KR Sekar, VP Dr. Ravindran for supporting and encouraging this initiative. Thanks to Mr. Murli, Prithvi, and Secretariat for organizing and making this event happen. Thank you to the participants for making this 2020 edition a successful event. We look forward to 2021 edition, which should happen sometime mid of next year. I'm looking for greater participation and nomination. If any of the companies would like to join BCICI for supporting any CSR initiative, we from BCICI should be more than happy to associate and support. Lastly, again, congratulations once again to all the winners. And with this, I would like to hand over back to Prithvi and the Secretary.
Kindly rise for the national anthem.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you everyone for being part of the BCIC